people that, whatever under your control. We know this from the great literature of people who have survived being prisoners of war from the 40s and 50s. What we know is that the people who did the best in surviving those horrific conditions were those who found some way, even if it was just carving off a little slice of a corner of a piece of moldy bread, to be able to give it to somebody else and to help them, that those people who found a will to be helpful to other people, even in some teeny tiny way, they had a better chance of survival. So helping other people in whatever way you can is a key to surviving these very terrible and trying times. And so whatever you can do to find a way to do that is going to give you a greater sense of meaning and purpose and a will to continue.
Do you see that, Barbara, as well?
I do, and I just want to go back to I think it was your very first commenter, Annabelle, said something that really resonated with me. She said, I thought I was going to love working from home. I'm an introvert, but at this point I'm just miserable. And yes, I mean, in fact, there's research that suggests that introverts do tend to do better with working from home. But that's when, those are people who can go to Starbucks and sit in a cafe, or who can get out for, go out shopping or go see a neighbor. And this is not the situation that we're in now. And so I think that, as Stuart said, I think that finding, if you're not already, really bogged down helping others in your household and your family, certainly finding ways to reach out to other people and help as you can. If you are helping others extensively and intensively, then I think the focus should be more on taking care of yourself and doing what you need to do to carve out a little bit of time for yourself. Go out for a walk and talk to people from 6 or more feet away, and in your neighborhood would be one example of that.
The idea of giving yourself a break.
Yes,
absolutely.
And you said yes, Stuart, with great emphasis.
I did, because it's a point we've noted a few times in this conversation, and I'm glad we have, because I think it's crucial. So many people are feeling overwhelmed and under stress because they feel like they're failing to deliver, whether it's to their kids, their partner, their boss, extended family, whomever. But lowering expectations and getting really clear about what the people around you actually need from you. What we have found in our research, this is 20 years plus now, is that when you ask people, here's what I think you really need from me now, is this accurate? What you find is that what other people expect of you is less than what you had thought. And that relieves pressure and makes you feel a little bit better. So I would strongly suggest that people get clear as much as they can. Here's what I think is important to you now, boss. Do I have it right? And what you're going to find is that you've got more support and love surrounding you than you had thought, if you're like most people.
Barbara, that's very interesting, that people think that others have greater expectations of them than they have of themselves. Have you found that as well in your work?
I mean, that's not an area that I researched per se. I was actually relieved myself to hear that.
Me too.
I'm going to go and have that conversation with a few people pretty soon. I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely.
Well, it seems under these sort of remote circumstances that if we're really intentional, perhaps I'll put this to you, Barbara, if we're really intentional and direct and kind of careful with what we say, especially if we're working with people, that can really go a long way.
Absolutely, and this is, when my sound started fading earlier, this was sort of what I was talking about when I was talking about social interaction and social cohesion, and I suspect that Stuart filled in the gaps there, but I think that, we are seeing that. I mean, I'm seeing people step up in at our university with each other as individuals in ways that I don't think I've ever seen at the office. And also, I think having a shared challenge, right? I mean, people always bond over shared experiences. This is one of the reasons why companies, invest a lot in sending their managers out to, do crazy things like climb ropes, right? Is to give them a shared challenge. Well, now we've got a massive shared challenge. And it, so far it appears as though at least in a lot of organizations, the people are rising to that challenge, and that it's serving as a shared experience that is bonding people.